Welcome to Journeying Journeys. We are Aris, Carla, Renzo, and Isla, a family based in the UK. Today, we're in Switzerland, and we're excited to take you on our family adventure to Schilthorn. We're looking forward to experiencing the stunning views, the James Bond attractions, and the thrill walk. We started our adventure by boarding the cable car, which takes us up to Schilthorn at over 2,970 meters above sea level. The views from the cable car are stunning, and the kids are thrilled to be flying high up in the mountains.
Do you like it? We're going up. Whoa, we're going up to Schilthorn. Hi, Mommy. You like it?
Yay! We're so high up! You have to go up there.
One expectation versus reality situation we had going up the cable car was that it was really quite full. I think it was mostly because we were traveling in early April and there is still some snow on the Schilthorn, so there were quite plenty of skiers going up the cable cars. It still definitely was worthwhile. It's a worthwhile experience as the views going up were great, and even though there's quite a lot of people, we still had a very little waiting time, even with the crowds.
The interesting thing about Schilthorn going up is that you'll be traveling with multiple cable cars to get to the top. Along the way, you will pass by Brig as well as Murren, which we'll talk about later in the video.
Next, we headed to the Piz Gloria, a revolving restaurant where we indulged in a delicious James Bond brunch with delicacies inspired by the 007 movies. The views from the Piz Gloria at the top of the Schilthorn are really breathtaking. The restaurant offers panoramic views of the surrounding mountains, including the famous peaks of Eiger, Munch, and Jungfrau. As the restaurant revolves, we actually got to enjoy a 360-degree view of the stunning Swiss Alps. The view actually changes constantly as the restaurant is able to rotate, which gave us the chance to see different angles of the mountains and valleys below. I actually didn't expect the food to be good, as I was expecting the main selling point of the restaurant was mainly the views. But actually, I was pleasantly surprised to find out the food was really good. They had a good selection of cold and warm food. The buffet also included a good selection of breads, salads, fruits, desserts, drinks, and yes, even wine.
Yeah, I was a little worried though that I've had to run after my impatient and a very active one, almost 2-year-old daughter, but it seems she was also quite happy to stay still and soak up the views or indulge on her bowl of fruits, which is really her favorite. The restaurant had 2 sections. So the center circle ramp was, I think, fixed. And then the outer circle was the one that seemed to be moving around. When we were waiting for our table near the window, we were in the center circle and we felt a little bit dizzy. But when we were at our tables in the outer revolving circle, surprisingly, it was fine. It didn't get us dizzy at all. Just a top tip, be sure to reserve your table before going because as you would expect, availability is very limited. We reserved the 12:30 to 2 p.m. slot, and although we arrived around 1 p.m., the time we had left before brunch ended at 2 p.m. was actually still enough for us to get a good experience of the views and also try the good selection in the buffet.
So after brunch, we headed outside to see the views. The view from the outdoor terrace is really incredible. It offers a bird's eye view of the mountains and the valleys surrounding the Schilthorn, and it's a perfect place to take in pretty much the stunning scenery, snap some photos, and really breathe in that fresh mountain air. The terrace is also quite spacious, so you get to easily walk around and take a few different angles of the scenery. And on a clear day, you're going to really be able to see for miles on end. And again, the views are really just breathtaking. We also made sure we had extra layers as it was very cold. I think it was almost negative temperatures when we were there. There was a number of James Bond references as well scattered throughout the terrace.
Yeah, after brunch, we checked out that James Bond experience where we learn about the filming of the movie on Her Majesty's Secret Service. I don't know if you guys have watched that, and see some original props and costumes. The kids love pretending to be spies and taking pictures with the James Bond themed props. There was actually a replica of the helicopter used in the movie that Renzo and Isla love playing around in.
So next, we headed one cable car down to Brig so that we can do the thrill walk. It was a suspended walkway with breathtaking views and like an adrenaline pumping experience. For this particular walk, it was just really me and Renzo who had gone to have the walk, as Carla and Isla had to stay up and just enjoy some hot chocolate in the shop. Unfortunately though, only part of the walk seems to be available at the time, and there was not as much visibility. What I can say though is that at this altitude, it did quite get to me a bit. I was having difficulty climbing back up, but surprisingly, it didn't seem to affect Renzo, and he was really enjoying the walk around.
Finally, I think we took a stroll around Murren. It's a picturesque Swiss village with, again, stunning views of the Alps. Murren is a popular destination for hikers and skiers, and walking around Murren is a great way to experience the charm of this quaint mountain village and take in the stunning scenery. One of the highlights of walking around Murren is the beautiful chalets and traditional Swiss architecture that you'll see. The village is also car-free, so you can pretty much walk around at your own pace, take in the sights and sounds of the alpine surroundings, and not worry about kind of the kids running around, so they can roam free basically.
Touch the water.
It's freezing.
Oh, that's freezing water. Yes.
So yeah, that's a wrap on our family adventure to Schilthorn. We had an amazing time experiencing the cable car ride, the James Bond brunch and experience, and the thrill walk and walking around Murren. We hope you enjoyed this vlog and stay tuned for more adventures from our family.